Okay guys, we are back on the RX-7 again. Since last time I've taken it to multiple car shows, added some more stickers, people have stuff that they hand out, and a couple more things I put on. I got some Pro Lube, premium, grind hard plumbing, got some Brunt boots. I did put liquid moly in my truck, but not in here yet. God bless, that was given to me right at a car meet. That was pretty cool. As soon as I pulled up, the guy pulled it out ready to put it on there. There was a couple more I stuck on that I got from the Rotary meet itself. Swag Off-Road, got my old bandsaw mount device thing over there, and that's what that guy's for. We put some more over some rust holes, nice good fixes. Pop some more here and there. We got a little bit of ATV stickers here and there, but I run General Tires. Okay, General Tires have been good to me. I have them on all my vehicles. I seen a listing on Facebook where there was a pretty cool decal that went right here. Well, I commented on that, and General Tire reached out. They said, "Do you like those? Well, guess what? Send us your address. We're going to give you some." So never have I had anyone do something like that for me, but basically these two guys, General Tire, are gonna go right there. Boom, both sides. They sent me 6 of them, so for basically 3 vehicles, which on probably 5 of my vehicles, at least at the moment, I have General Tire stuff. So all right, that's what it looked like. I'm gonna try to do more of this. Not a big fan, but we have anti-sway bar bushings. We got a new Pitman arm. Idler arm. These are kind of rare. Found one company that actually does these because all the original stuff does not work. We got lower control arm bushings, lower ball joints, inner or outer. The centerpiece, these are all sold separate. Outer, the center for adjusting, and then the inner, another ball joint. Pretty much that's it. I do have also for the other part of the torque arm. You'll see that in whenever I get farther into this, but trying to get a little bit more done on this car and show some more stuff on it. I still have more plans for it. Still gonna put more decals in there. And I got those little rotary lights, which I don't think I've shown that yet. Let's see here. And if I did, forgive me now. I know I've talked about them in the past. And most rally cars nowadays are running their lights up front here. So they're not got them on the roof. I'm not taking those down because I like them, but we got some triangles. Currently I have 2, thinking about buying 2 more, so I have 4 up here, but they're going to be tinted yellow as well. They're not the best surface to do that with because that tint does not like to stick to that kind of stuff, but my buddy showed me a type of paint. It's like a metal-like paint, but it's yellow and you can spray it over headlights. So bear with me. I'm going to try to get some of this stuff done, document what I can, and get you some more RX-7 content. Alright, so under here, we're going to have the lower ball joint that gets replaced. Somehow we're going to try to press it out of here. We got some new anti-sway bar bushings, and I say that, I mean I got to get that from a different kit, but we have them. New outer and inner tie rod end links. I have a new idler arm because this one is very sketchy. I've put some grease in there to try to help it out, but it's not good. But we got some polyurethane bushings going in here. We have a new ball joint, just stock stuff. Same thing with the outer and inners. And ball joint. I think I may have polyurethane for the anti-sway bar, but I'm not sure. As far as Pitman arm, do not have one. Hopefully we do not have much play in that. I don't think we do. We just have inner and outers, and as you can tell, this guy at some point got grabbed with a tow hook. So just replacing these alone should make a big difference. But that guy's got a lot of play. These have a lot of play, and the ball joints are dried out. Also have this guy here. Forgot what it's called at the moment, but we have new polyurethane bushings for them. So decent amount of work under here, and very grimy, very cruddy. Everything is covered in a thick layer of oil. That's all from this guy leaking in the past. The oil cooler had a crack in it. They tried to do a repair. I did my very first spool gun repair, and I've got it down to, well, it hasn't dripped on the floor since it's been in here for 2 days, so that is mainly fixed. But over the time, they drove it like that. It had spread all through here. This whole wheel well was insanely covered before I pressure washed it. But all this has still not been touched with the pressure washer. So currently, steering wheel is locked in place, and going to start tearing all this stuff apart. Probably going to do so much of it tonight, break it all down, and then tomorrow I will reassemble. Okay, that sucked. Got all this crap off. The reason I didn't get it on videos because it's late at night and I like to listen to podcasts, and I'm not going to put a time lapse up. I'd rather just do it whenever I can a different way. Lower ball joints shot. Both sides for sure. Steering components, these are pretty tight. Now that's obviously bent. Everything's crusty. I'd never be able to get it aligned because none of that stuff would break free. So it's important to do those. But those are pretty tight. As far as, I forgot what these are called, torque arm, trailing arm, I don't really know. Strut brace. They're bushings, of course. The rubber bushings are shot in them. Thankfully, the sleeves came off. The polyurethane bushings come with new sleeves. Anti-sway bar bushings, meh. I mean, they're still springy, but I got new ones for those. This guy is real bad. Now, I've seen, like, on the rotary Repu trucks, I've seen where they've got bushing kits you can put in these, but I wasn't seeing the same design for this. And the reason I went ahead and did that, because the bushing kit does that. It doesn't replace this guy. This guy's pretty stiff. Not gonna lie, that was my main concern, but as far as I'm hoping, and you're gonna find out with me at the same time, this guy looks to be, hold on, okay, I need to spin that the other way. All right, I think we're in business. Yep. Okay, so when looking this up, very hard to find on the right places. I'm sure Racing Beat has it, but when you start going into forums, these OEM are not possible. Somehow this fits Mazda trucks, Nissans, and some other stuff. That's kind of what it came from. It's rare parts. 20372 from Rare Parts. So that's going to stiffen up that pretty good. I got the top bolts off for the end links, but of course those are stuck, so I probably have some bolts laying around. I do got some from a different kit that I had. I've got some washers and some bushings here from who knows what I got these from, and I got another kit, so that bolt should be pretty replaceable. Like I said, these are from my FC. These came with a kit for the transmission and engine. Maybe I'll find a use for those, but they're not currently usable. So going back up here, the pitman arm, you know, we've got some movement. There's not much we can do about that. That's in the gearbox. What do I mean? Put gear oil in it? Not really much I can do. This is pretty stiff. This I feel good about. It barely moves. So yeah, pretty much I think what I'm gonna do for the giggles and shits of it is tomorrow during the day I gotta work, put transmissions back in Subaru shit. I'm going to pressure wash all this up, break down what needs to be broken down, the other bolts, but pressure wash it, and all the new parts, what should they be? Should they be white? I mean, they're going to get grease on them. Should they be blue? Should they be red? Should they just be black? Black's boring. Come on. I'm going to replace the parts. Let's make it look fancy. I don't think I can get this whole anti-sway bar out. I don't know how they did that from factory, but it's in there. It's going to stay that way. I'm not worried about painting that, but I think I'll paint the other stuff just to do it. Just to know that it's done. Eventually, I'm going to be getting the, allegedly, you can get the strut from a regular GSL, and you put the springs in the top of the tower on from the GSL SE, and that creates a lift and suspension travel. Versus if I do coilovers on this, it's going to be really stiff and it's not really going to be rally themed. So, and they also make a spacer that goes on top of these to raise the car up even more. But these shocks ain't leaking. I got suspension. That part I'm not worried about. I just really wanted steering, and I wanted to make sure these ball joints were going to jump out. So anyway, that's my progress for tonight. I will try to keep you another video probably tomorrow night. I will come back up here and get back on this greasy thing. All right, so pretty much last night I was able to come up with many distractions and other people and get the ball joints pressed out, which are completely shot. So that was definitely a plus. I mean, don't worry about the grease. I pumped that in there as something to prolong the life of them, but they were dry. Steering, pretty damn tight. Both of these are. But clearly this one's bent from someone grabbing it with a tow hook. And good luck ever getting these threads cleaned up and doing alignment on this thing. So obviously this guy completely blown out. So very good to replace that. The lower control arm bushings, I mean, before they came out, they were, tight enough for something that old. Surely they're not original. Could have been. These are squishy. Of course, anti-sway bars were just completely shot. And then the whatever torsion bars. So, I did not record getting everything painted and reinstalling it. Why? Because, well, I work on other people's stuff too, and I got people around, and I'm not going to record that at the moment. But it's all back together, and it is very yellow. Hate it. That's fine. You can hate it. I just want it to be slightly visible from someone looking off to the side. So, two different kinds of paint. Obviously, everything wasn't prepped perfectly, but is it not going to flash rust? Yeah. Is it better? Maybe. Polyurethane. Any sway bar bushings, they're all new-ish. Most of them are new. Some of them are other bushings, because it's kind of tight. I did not have this set up. I had some stuff laying around, and, well, it's done. New lower ball joint is in. Polyurethane bushing with grease in here. Outers, inners, idler done. That's much tighter, so I'm really curious how this is. I bet you the steering wheel slop's going to be the exact same, but peace of mind knowing that all this stuff is done and tight. And it's not terrible being yellow. It's coolish. Yeah, you get up close, it's ugly, but she's a rally car. She's not a spring chicken. I measured just a rough alignment. I got the steering wheel ratchet strapped straight as best I could. So who knows how bad this is going to be, but I measured outer, inner. Yes, these are not compressed, but as it sat, I measured outer and inner and got them even. So maybe the toe is okay. Tightened these guys to tight. I mean, I didn't mess with this back nut. I just tightened these down. So the alignment shop will have to mess with that to get my caster right. But yeah, kind of curious of getting in this car here in a second and seeing Well, I almost guarantee the steering wheel is still going to be just as loose, but once again, nothing's coming apart down here. All the bolts are tight, everything's tighter, so that part at least has been taken care of. All right, so wheel looks straight-ish, maybe towed out. Steering wheel still straight. I'm going to take these guys off. Like I said, there's going to be slop in the steering rack. I guarantee it. I mean, look. Hey, that's, well, let me get that other strap off, because I don't believe that yet. I can't remember in the other video if I got the before, but so far that seemed halfway promising. Yeah, just as loose as it was. That's good. But when it gets to its tight spots, it's tight. So, I don't know what else can be adjusted in here. I don't know if there's anything else that could be or not. I mean, that's probably just all in the gearbox itself. I can look up stuff that I don't know yet and don't understand. There's probably no adjustments in here that can be done, but let's see here. The shaft's even hidden, so you can't even see the shaft moving. So yeah, it's all in the gearbox. But we'll take it. We'll take it. I'm gonna call that a win. Since last time, engine-wise, I did swap out the 750 to a 600 carburetor. I don't yet know if my secondaries are opening. There's kind of a way I can put a zip tie on this plunger over here and drive it and see if it moves. If it doesn't, I think the way to get fuel through this thing better is going to be to put this nitrous plate, not for nitrous, but for letting the primaries kind of, as they come through, get sucked into the secondaries, or maybe the vacuum from the two primaries is great enough to where it opens the secondaries in the back. That's kind of the thought there. Yeah, it's given to me by a buddy. I got this, and I got a piece of all thread to make some longer studs. So that will be coming up soon. Probably not today. The main project was just getting this damn steering done, so I'll let you know how it drives. Is so nice. I mean, going down the road, my speedometer decided to quit working yesterday, so we don't know what that is, but it is so smooth on these factory shocks. This thing just floats down the road. Going to a little car show now.
Yeah, and it says marshmallow.
I got one.